Get it, Evie, get it. Get it, yeah. I don't like when that beetle make an appearance in my show, guys. I know they're harmless, so I'm trying not to kill it, but I'm gonna whack it with this folder because it's coming straight for my eyes. So last night, after we came back from our walk, it was pretty late, I think close to 9 o'clock. I did a read on another YouTube content creator because something is going on in her life, and I just wanted to take a look to see if A, she was telling the truth, B, who did it, if the thing did happen, and C, would they catch the person who did it? So let's take a look at what I read. So I spent the day sewing today, and I didn't put on any makeup or anything like that, so I'm just going to show my hands and the cards for this segment. I want to find out about this content creator. Now keep in mind, I've been in YouTube for 15 years and I've never had any beef with any content creator, okay? I might have had beef with some of my viewers that kind of became stalkerish, right? So it's not real beef, but just an avoidance. So I want to ask about Nardose, Nardose. I think her channel name is something longer than that, but don't remember the whole name. She's one of these lifestyle content creators. I just came back from a walk. See, I'm sweaty. And I like her content because she shows this affluent lifestyle that she just started to experience, right? I don't know how she makes her money. I know she has a lot of people on Instagram and TikTok, but she barely got over 100,000 at YouTube the other day, and she says she's not making no big money at YouTube. So I don't know how she makes her money, and I don't care. I just like watching the rich life. You know, she lives in a high-rise apartment in Buckhead, what's that, Atlanta, Georgia, in that area. 5 cards. We're asking the cards if the story she's telling about somebody breaking into her apartment is true. Is it true or is it a lie? And I'm only asking because I watch other content creators that do this robbery thing as a clickbait thing. And I would hope she didn't do that, okay? So this is what we don't see coming, all right? Or what she don't see coming. Honestly, I feel like they broke into my apartment when she came with the news, because I'm like, we've seen all over that apartment. Like, I feel like we're there with her. I don't know that I would feel safe there ever again. It's just her and her little 3-year-old baby boy. But she's got a, see, the star is the first card. She's got a baby daddy. Hope, healing, guidance, inspiration. She got a baby daddy that just looks like a young thug to me. The Emperor. Who is the Emperor? She started to date this district attorney not even about a month ago. The Hermit. Man, she's probably going to go inside herself now because she exposed herself so much that she's figuring that somebody found out where she lives and just broke in there. They stole, she says, her name brand bags and jewelry and shoes, walking away from what no longer serves her. She said she was like a bartender at first when the baby was small. Then she did some real estate. She's constantly having a fight with the baby daddy. I didn't even know what that man looked like until one day he popped up in my feed because I guess she was talking about him and YouTube put him in my feed. I'm like, that's who you had a baby with? Girl, the way you look and the way, and he's not ugly. He just looks like a little boy thug thing. 3 of Pentacles. 3 people collaborating together to do this. She's in a high-rise apartment, so I don't see how they would get in through the windows. And she's up on a high floor because we can see out the window, right, when she opens it in the morning. So they had to come through the one door, the one exit door that she has. They had to come through that, and the door has a big square lock on it like that. So I think it's one of those ones where you punch in the code. So I'm gonna say yes, she's telling the truth, that they did break into her house and rob her. And she's like, she says, I'll never be the same. I'm never the same. I'm worried for her and the baby. Like, if I lived here by myself, even if I didn't live here by myself, with all of us living here, if somebody broke in here, I would forever be on guard. You know what I mean? The Hermit. Thank God there's somebody always awake in this house. When some of us go to bed, some of us are awake. And then when they go to bed, we're awake. This house never is 100% asleep. So walking away from what no longer serves her. I think this is her walking away from. She's constantly having fights with that baby daddy, but doesn't put him on child support. Judge Judy says any woman that don't put a man on child support is neglectful to the child. I don't know why I feel like this involves the baby daddy. But the question was she lying or telling the truth? And I'm thinking yes, because all these other cards are saying something was going on behind the scenes, right? So, do you want me to pull Lenormand to ask that question to confirm it? To see if she's lying? Let me go ahead and do that. And don't worry, you'll see my face on camera before this video goes public, because I'll do other readings. I always shuffle it really well before I put it away, but just a quick shuffle to activate it. And then we're going, if you hear somebody going, that's a puppy, because we went on a walk. And right now it's 8:54 at night. We just got back from our walk at 9 at night. What am I doing? Oh, looking for the woman. Looking for the woman. Make sure the woman's not on the bottom, because then I wouldn't have to go through the whole deck, right? Here she is, the woman. Before her is the heart. And then before that is the moon. And then before that, after that is the cross. And then the sun. Okay, so the moon is about illusions, right? Is that what the moon is about? Let me grab the little book, because I have stuff sitting on my big book. I always have to check the moon for Lenormand. I don't know why I can't memorize what the moon means in Lenormand. It means intuition, dreams, illusions, romance. Well, I don't think the DA did it, right? But we're asking if it's true, if what she said happened. The heart is about love, right? And relationship, passion, romance, self-love. That's her. A heavy burden to bear. And then the sun. If she's telling a lie, it's gonna come out. But intuitively, I don't think she's lying. I think they really broke into her house. So now let's ask who done it. Let's ask who done it. Not like who, like, oh my God, we're gonna give a name, because I don't know all the people in her life. She says she doesn't have any family at all in Atlanta where she is. She's got just a couple of friends that will babysit the baby once in a blue moon. At least that's what she shows us. But then when she made the video saying she got broken into, she says, I'm safe with friends and family. What family? She said she has no family. Right? See, I don't like when people start telling you a storyline and then I start to pull a thread and pull it apart, because then I stop watching you at that point. Okay, so we're asking who done it. So we're going to let the Holy Ghost pick everything, because I don't know what to put in the middle for who done it. You know what I mean? Lenormand again. I'm in my little office, so the thing is loud. Anchor can keep you safe or keep you stuck. That could be somebody close to home. Public display. Well, that's what she does with her life, right? She puts everything on public display. And then a bouquet. Why does this thing keep... I know it's not the DA. I know it's not the DA that did it. Because why would he want to lose his job to do some foolishness like that, right? She's never taken him to the house. She doesn't even tell him what her page is, but I'm sure he can find it. Snake. Ooh. She got a snake in her life. Somebody deceptive. Stork about new beginnings. This snake and this public display tells me it's somebody who's envious of her. If it's not the baby daddy who sent somebody to do it or whatever. And I feel like the person would have to know her code to get in the house. How did they get into the apartment? Then other neighbors didn't see anything from the hallway? And then see them coming out with all her bags and stuff, right? It's somebody who's envious of her. I don't know why people are like that. I like how the girl shows her nice high-rise apartment and she gets her nails done for $300 a pop, and she buys whatever clothing she wants, and she buys nice clothes for the baby. But when she was giving away some of the baby clothes the other day to some of her viewers, some people wrote and said, yes, we can use the clothes because they were in great condition, right? And she sent the clothes, and she bought new clothes to send. Some of the cards drop, I have to pick it up. Like, I totally appreciate how generous she is, right? So why would you be jealous of somebody like that and to go hurt them like that? So the last question on this topic is, will they find out who did it? Will they catch who did it? For that, we're going to go to tarot. Tarot, guys. I just have one little light on, and I'm getting ready to work in my accounting program, because when you do YouTube, you're pretty much self-employed, and you have to like report where all this money is coming from, even if it's little, medium, lot, no matter what it is, you know, you got to keep track of it. So tonight is the night that I chose to get caught up in my deposits and withdrawal in my bank account. I mean, I have it written down, I just don't have it in the computer program. I use QuickBooks, so it makes it easier for my accountant, right? Evie, you okay, baby? You okay? This is what we don't see coming. And the question is, will they find who did it? They have many choices. Illusions, delusions. You okay, babe? Ooh. There's going to be a tower moment. Don't tell me there's another tower moment coming for her. Dear Lord, please protect this young lady and her baby. The little baby name is Psalm. P-S-A-L-M, like the Bible. Judgment, yeah. They're going to find who did it. Ace of Pentacles. It's going to lead to an opportunity for her. Maybe she'll get more viewers and subscribers and more people watching. But then look at the Three of Swords. Stabbed in the heart. This is somebody that knows her. This is not a stranger. This is not one of her viewers that just decided to go do this. This is somebody who has it in for her. The King of Swords. Maybe that's the DA that's going to help her pursue who did this. Who knows? The DA boyfriend or friend. I don't think they're boyfriend and girlfriend category yet. What's this tower moment about? Let's look at Lenormand to see what the tower moment is about. I like to use a different system of cards to do the clarifiers. Or if not a different system, a whole different deck. And I have a lot of decks. I don't think I need another deck except my own. Puppy wants to go outside. This is the first card that came. This is the stars. Remember, we got the stars earlier in tarot. Jesus. One bad card after the next. And the question was, are they going to catch the person who did it, right? I feel like they will, but I feel like she's going to go through some more trauma. Alright, we're going to leave it here. And then I'll go on camera tomorrow and see if we have another question pertaining to this topic, or maybe another one, okay? And sometimes you're going to see clips like that at the show, especially if I didn't have on makeup that day or I already showered for the night. I'm just going to show my hands, pull in the cards, and tell you what I think. So, I think Nardos is telling the truth. I think it's somebody who knows her that did it, somebody who's jealous of her. I'm not ruling out that baby daddy, right? I didn't even know what that guy looked like. He's not an ugly guy, but he just looked like he's still in his thug days. You know, and I think I've seen people say that she made her claim to fame by bashing single moms. I've never seen any of those videos from her, and I hope I never see it because it's going to turn me off of her for good. What I like watching her for is just an escape for me, right? Because I love her apartment. 2-bedroom apartment for her and her baby. She has it decorated beautifully. It's a high-rise apartment above the city of Atlanta. I think they said she lives in Buckhead. She gives you a little storyline where she's just went to court the other day for something, and then the DA kind of liked her and she started to date the DA. I think they went on a couple of dates already, and people are like, stop telling us, you show us too much of your life, yada yada yada. And I get it. But I thought the girl was safe in her high-rise apartment, because who's going to rappel up all those floors, right? And you can tell she's high up because you can see when she opens the window every day, or the shades, you can see that she's high above. So how can they get into her apartment unless they come in through the front door? And you're going to tell me all the other tenants didn't hear this? Because when she came on to tell us about it, she's like, be careful who you let into your life, be careful who you know, give access to your home, whatever. So does she suspect that it's somebody she gave access to, like the cleaners or something like that? She has a lot of designer bags. I don't understand people who like brand stuff. I mean, I like brand stuff when it comes to my music equipment. You know what I mean? Like I have JBL speakers from 30 years ago, you know, so I like brand stuff when it comes to cameras, stuff like that. But I don't want brand clothing, brand shades. Anyways, I hope she's going to be safe. She's talking before about moving back to Colorado where her mom is, but I don't think she gets along with her mom so well. She doesn't want to leave Atlanta because that's where the baby daddy is, but he doesn't come pick up the poor baby anymore. You know, and she said she's conservative. That's why I didn't like subscribe to her. I'm still not subscribed to her, but I watch, I like, and I share. So I do everything else you need to do except for subscribing. I don't know why I did not subscribe to her. But she says she's conservative, but then I don't feel like conservative people should like sleep with people before marriage. That's just my thing. That's my conservative part of it. So, and he could have still left her even if they were married. You know, I have a cousin where she got married right way for love, everything, and she got pregnant right away. And during the pregnancy, the husband left her and divorced her, and he was trying hard to let the divorce be signed, sealed, and delivered before the baby was born because he did not want to put, he wanted the baby to be a bastard, he said. That's what he said. And the judge said, this is up in Utah, the judge said the baby not going to be a bastard regardless because it was made within the confines of the marriage, even if the divorce is final before. Oh my God. That little girl, she's 18 now. Praise God. But anyways, I digress. So, I want to read, this is Sunday, and it is 9:47 in the morning. So I want to read on Dr. Fauci because my friend Brenda, she's crazy grandma in the chat, she said read on Dr. Fauci to find out if he's going to be okay. So we're not going to get into the politics of it, except to say that he is being grilled in front of Congress about the COVID thing, you know, the treatment and whatever information they were putting out about COVID back when COVID was killing all of us. And he's pleading the fifth on a lot of things. And I think it's because, you know, who's in power. It's like, I ain't gonna open my I plead the fifth too, right? So without getting into sides or whatever, because they're showing that he was comforting Stephen Miller and Katie Miller when they were going through COVID, and now they want him in prison. I'm like, man, no good deed goes unpunished, right? So the main question I just want to ask really quickly is Dr. Fauci gonna be aight? Is Fauci gonna be aight? We're gonna look for the man, make sure the man's not on the bottom. Oh, he's right here. Hi, Dr. Fauci, how are you? You know, I learned something good from Dr. Fauci. He says don't go out, especially in the fall and the winter and stuff, without pants and socks because you can get bit by those darn ticks because he got that tick disease or something. Delays and blockage, that's what he gonna do. He gonna do a lot of delays and blockage. The moon is about illusion, right? Intuition, something hidden. Here's Dr. Fauci. The anchor can keep you safe or stuck. I think he's safe. And the fox is about trickery and deceit and stuff like that, but it's also about job and work, and they're grilling him about his job and work. I think it's Rand Paul, R-A-N-D, that brought these stupid hearings. I am so sick of hearings. I'm so sick of hearings, guys, because nothing ever gets done. You know, who's Rand Paul's dad? Was it Les Paul? No, Les Paul is from the guitar. Ron, R-O-N, Ron Paul. They're all awful. They're all awful. I'm done. I'm over it, guys. I'm over it. Even when the Democrats take power again, right? I don't want to hear about these hearings because the Democrats have been complicit in letting the Republicans run roughshod and get over everything. Yeah, you could say, well, they have the House, the Senate, and the presidency, right? Yeah, that's true. But you can't reach across the aisle and talk to them people and put some sense in them. They always do that when we're in power. You know, look at what they're doing with Mitch McConnell. They still haven't come out and told us that man dead. I feel like he's still on machines, but brain dead. Let's ask. Let's ask again, because today is August the 2nd, and as of tomorrow, the 3rd, tomorrow is Monday. Oh, my auntie's birthday tomorrow, and her husband. Can you believe it? I would not want my husband to have my same birthday. My birthday's special. The hell? So my birthday is coming up August 14th, and we are going to go to the beach to have that little party while I'm flipping the cards looking for the man, Mitch McConnell. It's just going to be my family right here. I don't think my son, the teacher, is going to be able to make it because he's going back to work tomorrow teaching, and his stepdaughter is getting all her wisdom teeth pulled on my birthday. And so his wife, my daughter-in-law, was like, let's see how she's doing, and then maybe we can just leave her here and come. I'm like, no, I don't want you to do that. I remember when my daughter pulled, did we pass the man? Okay, here it is. When my daughter pulled her wisdom teeth out, they pulled all 4 and 1 got infected, and it was bad. She almost died from that thing. So nope, stay and watch baby girl. She's 18. My step-granddaughter is 18. So I don't think they'll be able to make it, but that's okay. My son that lives here, my daughter that lives here are going. My sister and her 2 boys are going. And I invited my friend that handles my website. He handles everything behind the scenes for me. The book, they're keeping secrets. They're gonna keep delaying. Oh my God. There's Mitch, the stars, and the snake. That's what they are. Let's get my book. Oh, I took some more notes last night about the charms. I had the AI help me figure out the meanings of the charms, and then I'm gonna put my own meanings too as we go along. Okay, so we're looking for the snake, which is number 7. And the snake is about deceptive, dangerous, trouble, lies. And then the stars is about hopes, dreams, guidance, vision, internet. Is news gonna break on the internet on Tuesday that bitch is gone? Sorry guys, that's what I call Mitch. I put the B. That slipped out. I'm trying not to cuss at this side. So anywho, they're still gonna keep stringing us along, and I still feel like Mitch is not like dead on ice, but he is on some machine deteriorating into nothing because he's atrophied into like skin and bones. That's what I feel. So we did Nardos, we did Dr. Fauci. Oh, my friend Brenda, Crazy Grandma in the chat, she asked me to figure out where is melanoma. Where is melanoma and her son? You know who melanoma is, right? Melania. I even know she was missing. I really have not been watching politics because it stresses me out. So she says, do a read to find out where that woman is with her son. I say, okay, let's pull tarot and see. Man, stuff is biting me on the hair. Stay for the last part of the video because I'm going to show you what I'm wearing and how I came to make this outfit and what I was sewing yesterday while I didn't have on makeup all day. Do you guys like how I do the box? It's getting bright out here too. You might not be able to see the cards. Man, something's biting me. I gotta go in and put the clay mask on my ankles. I'm gonna go to Walmart right now too to go buy some more fabric to finish a black skirt that I started to make yesterday. What we don't see coming. Where is melanoma? The emperor. Who is this? I don't know who the emperor is. It's not Trump. He's the king of pentacles. Giving and receiving help. She getting help from somebody. Somebody rich. Who's out there helping her? No, we're like 10 miles away from an airport, okay? Intuition, mystery, secrets. She hiding. She hiding. The Queen of Wands, charismatic. This is not her. She's not charismatic at all. So I don't know who this is. And then illusions and delusions. Still doesn't tell us where she is, but they're hiding. They're in hiding. The Knight of Swords, ambitious, assertive, driven. This might be her son. Is she with her son? Let's ask Lenormand. Let's ask Lenormand who the emperor is. Let's see if Lenormand will tell us who the emperor is. Are you guys liking the reads? This is the gush, okay? This is the gush. Let me end the show here. And I always come back with the gush or the encore. So don't leave. Don't leave when you see the thing come and say subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. We're more than 2/3 of the way to the first leg of monetization. The lowest leg. Although YouTube would prefer for it to be just that one leg and not give us any AdSense money. I feel like one of these days YouTube will do that. They'll just pull back all their AdSense money and say let the viewers pay for everything, because they want you guys, the viewers, to give a super chat, super thanks, super sticker, and pay for membership. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the membership, but I'm gonna set up everything the minute we hit 500 subs and 3,000 watchtowers. I think last night when I checked, I was close to 2,200 watchtowers, and I had 333. I see the subs when they're weird. I saw it when I had 147, and at that time I had 147 videos, so it was both numbers. Then I saw it when we hit 200, and now I saw it again when we hit 333. The key, this is somebody who can unlock something for her. The anchor, this probably is keeping her safe and stuck. Could the Emperor be her husband? Because I gave him the King of Pentacles years ago. Who the hell is the Emperor? Death. Something's coming to an end. It doesn't always mean literal death, guys. Like even when I read it for, what's his face, the Carlos in the Nancy case, and this came at the end of his lawsuit, doesn't necessarily mean like physical death, but it could be, right? So if I were Carlos, I'd be safe. I wouldn't do nothing for them. I wouldn't even drive a car. I'd be scared down there with that evil sheriff. And like I said, he's Democrat like I am, but doesn't make him good, right? Remember I showed you that top with the lantern sleeve and the frilled or the ruffled skirt and whatever? So I made a hat to go with it. Little bucket hat. The other side is white. I don't know how I'm going to keep this clean. I stopped wearing makeup up here because I've been dirtying my hats. Because my hats are two-sided, so you can flip it to the next side and it'd be all white. Right, so this is the hat. It's ready. I like the bucket hats because they cover your eyes and stuff. So I was gonna do this for the next side, black and white instead of straight up white, but my husband got up and ironed interfacer on both sides of the hat, and you can't do that because it gets too stiff like a fedora. I want it more floppy like a bucket hat. So this is standing on its own. I wanted to put one of my logo here, but when I bought the DFT transfer, I made them too big. That was the first time that I bought it, so it can't fit in here. So I'll put it on shirts and stuff like that to get use out of it. I have for the tarot channel, and I have transfers for my cooking page. So this looks like going to a fancy party or a funeral or something. I don't want to go to no funeral right now though, but it needs another side. Oh, here come that beetle came back again. So with what I'm wearing today, you can't see the skirt, but this matches the skirt. And then on this side is just, look at this, some little bunnies. That's the opposite side, right? So like if I were to put on this hat, oh, I have a ribbon tied around it because I made the hat too. I'm still fighting with my template for the hat, guys, but I think I have it now. So I would do this. This is what you would see, right? If I wear it that way. But when I wear it this way to go with my skirt, and I'm messing up my hair. Oh, somebody was like, your hair is so thin. I'm like, yeah. And let me tell you why. My hair, as a kid growing up, my hair grew when I grew. So I wasn't like 3 with long hair to the floor. It just kind of grew and grow. And then when I got to be in my teens and my 20s, my hair was super long, like all the way like behind my knee almost, right? I was trying to do a Crystal Gale, but it was never super thick, but it was more full. It wasn't until I had my daughter I had her December 1995. So for the first 6 months of 1996, I took that stupid shot for pregnancy prevention, Depo-Provera, and it just started to fall, my hair. I went to the hair salon, and the guy, my husband went next door to Radio Shack. Radio Shack doesn't exist anymore, right? And the guy just pulled his fingers through my hair. And when my husband came back, he was a dude doing my hair. He goes, did you cut it already? I'm like, no, it's just falling out. So I contacted the company then and told them this thing is causing my hair to fall. And they're like, okay, well, stop taking it. Well, I was going to stop anyways. Once you take it, it lasts 3 months in your body. So I took it twice. Now they have a whole lawsuit about it because it caused cancer for some people. But none of that is going to come near me. In the name of Jesus, I speak a blessing over my own self. And you better do the same. You better speak a blessing over your own self, you know. So anywho, when I wear it like this, right? So it's too big. It wants to blow away. So I put that ribbon. You flip it up and you see this pinkish salmon or whatever this color is, and it goes with the skirt, which I'll show you when I get up, when I stand up. But I wanted to show you how this is what I'll do. I'll go buy a pair of shoes. This is Vans again. Can you see? Let me take off my glasses. See the pretty floral pattern? I'll buy a pair of tennis shoes. And then I'll go to the store and find fabric that matches the tennis shoes, and I'll make a whole darn outfit to go with the shoe. And so when I walk in anywhere, people are going to go, oh my God, how do you get all that to match? I'm like, oh, I made it. That's my biggest prideful thing that I like to do. That's why I don't want to buy a dress off of Shein. I could have paid $18 for a nice dress off of Shein for my birthday, but instead I paid probably $40 to buy fabric and well, I have thread from mommy, and me and my husband sewed all day, and I know I have the top, the skirt, the hat. My son's like, you're gonna make a bag? I'm like, don't start, Josh. I'm finally done sewing. But I have a black skirt that I want to finish up because I had some black fabric left over. So now I need to go buy more fabric to make a band and the pleats. I'm gonna put pleats on the bottom that I want to put. And then you know, I'm just doing the skirt again because I want to film what I did, because I don't remember all that I did. Anyways, that's my little outfit. It's Sunday. Me and my husband are going to go to Walmart right now. I thank you for watching, listening to me yammer on a Sunday. I hope you're having a blessed day. And I hope you have a great start to your week tomorrow on Monday. Mondays, my daughter wrote a song that says, Mondays will do that ish to you, right? She said the word. And I'll drop the link down below so you guys can go listen to that song. She wrote that song probably 8 years ago, but it's so true. I was the one that told her, write a song about Mondays, because a lot of people have sung about Mondays, right? Monday, Monday, and then come next Monday, I'm going on a diet, right? That song. And then what else? The Carpenters have one about rainy days and Mondays always get you down, right? A lot of people write about Mondays. I say, you write one about Monday too. And I think hers came out amazing, amazing. Okay, guys. Au revoir. Oops, guys, I forgot I didn't show you the skirt. So it's a half circle skirt. It has pockets. Every time I can do things like this, I kind of show off, because these are all techniques, right? Put in this little pocket. I don't put the pocket in the A-line skirts because they're too close fitting. But it's a, and I always have shorts on underneath. And then the black off the shoulder. And this is my little skirt. Yay.